finally getting into our own. Give me respect. Make it, no fake it, just take it.
What's good with it, yo? It's your boy Santo G, back at it. You already know, spreading unity, prosperity, and respect. But above all, if you're new here, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you like this video, do me a favor, hit me with a like. And they do got a new button called the hype button. That means you not only like it, but you're gonna hype it up. That way they could recommend it to other people. So if y'all rocking with me, man, do me a favor, hit that hype button. Today I wanted to continue with my life story. Last time I ended off with pretty much me chilling with the homies, and I got a homie telling me that my best friend told on me, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't fathom it. To still be chilling with this individual even after the fact. Cause he bailed out. He bailed out he was still chilling. Even a week after I got busted, he went to my house, knocking on my door, trying to ask for my older carnal. And he didn't know that I had already got picked up. So he's going, knocking on the door. My jefita opens it and she's like, what? Like, hey, ain't nothing here for you, you feel me? And I'm pretty sure he probably went back like, what? Probably went and got on the phone like, oh shit, he got picked up already? Like, hey, you got lucky Big Saint wasn't there, you know what I mean? That for what it's, man, my carnal only went to one court date ever. And in that court date, he ran into homeboy and got into it with him outside the elevator to the point where hooras came, all kinds of stuff. It turned into like a big old scene. So he's like, man, you know what? I'm not even going to put myself in that position, because every time I went to court, homeboy went to court. Every time I went to court, he was standing in the other room, but he wouldn't even look at me. Straight up. Every time he would come in, wouldn't even look my way. And we went to court together for, I want to say 2 years. Fought it for 2 years before I took that 10-year sentence. So boom, I'm already getting ahead of myself. So boom, I'm walking, I get picked up. If you guys didn't see that video, I did redrop that episode. So at the time, after they had let me go and all that, I was staying in West LA. I was staying over there by like Fairfax and Venice, over there by the Playboy Gangsters, you know what I mean? Salute on my Playboy Gangster Crips. So I was staying over there, and I just happened to spend the night at the pad. Spend the night at my house. I think we were supposed to go to the swap meet. My jefita had went to my tia's house. She's like, hey, tomorrow we're going to go to the swap meet. I'm going to get you some clothes, stuff that you need. You feel me? Stuff that I needed. So I don't see why she didn't just go pick me up in the morning. You feel me? Like, to be honest, a part of me still feels like maybe she knew they were waiting to go roll up on me. I don't know. But long story short, I spend the night at my mom's house. I wake up early, go knock on her door like boom, boom, boom. Like, hey, what's up? She don't answer. So I remember I go to the living room. I'm like looking for something to eat. And my homeboy, Sicko, rest in peace, pulls up to the pad. And he had some bud. He had a swisher. He had some bud. But right before he pulled up, I had just got off the phone with a couple of the other homies that were down the block. Same street, just down the block. And that's the same block that my grandma and my grandpa lived on. So I already had in mind to go visit my grandpa and stuff. So he pulls up. We should have just blazed, kicked it right there. But who knows? Everything happens for a reason. You feel me? He pulls up, tells me he has a blunt. I think I had like $5-10. And the homie that his brother sold bud at the time, the homie was there with the other homies down the block. So I was like, hey, look, you got this. I'm gonna put this feria together with the homies over here. We're gonna piece up. We're gonna have a session. I was staying in West LA, so all this time I'm in West LA. I just happened to be back, so that's why the homie popped up. Like, what, you in the hood? Like, I lit, boom. So now I want to go over here. Doing this, boom. Walking down the block, like I told you guys in that video. See somebody, we stop. Whoa, whoa. Doing stupid shit, banging on somebody, boom, we go up the block. As we're walking up the block, we see one time coming, and as soon as I seen him, my heart dropped. Like, I got that feeling like, man, should I run? Should I not? Sure enough, they pull up next to us. He pulls down the thing. Boom, straight wanted picture with straight on wanted paper with my picture on it. He's like, boom, just like handcuffs me, searches me, takes everything out, gives a couple of things to the homie. I just remember the homie starts crying, you know what I mean? Salute my boy, rest in peace, Sickle, man. I just remember he starts crying like, damn, my boy, I love you, dog. Like, woo, woo. Boom, they put me in the cop car. We're going, driving to the police station, and it's a trip. Right before I left the house, like I said, I was looking for something to eat, and I don't know if that's why I got into it with my carnala. Long story short, I got into it with my sister. In that whole little time, I forgot why we get into it, and I even told her, I'm like, man, you're gonna regret treating me like this or talking to me like this when I'm not here or something, you feel me? Because I knew what I had done. I knew they took my DNA when they took me in, questioned me and all that. They're like, if your DNA's on here, we're gonna come back and get you. So I knew it was only a matter of time, you know? So I got into it with her, and I said that. I remember those exact words, like, man, you're gonna regret it when I'm not here. Something along them lines. So boom, they take me in. I'm going to the police station. I'm in the back of the cop car. Boom, they take me. And I just remember, actually no, this was when we were leaving. So boom, they take me in. Detective comes again. Same fool that questioned me. He's like, hey, you got anything to say now? Like, nah, I already told you. As soon as I told him that, what? I already told you, like, man, I ain't got nothing to tell you, Holmes. I remember I was a little kid, so I remember I would talk like that, you know, talking to a detective. Like, what? I ain't got shit to tell you, Holmes. Like, man, I already told you, man, I don't know shit. He just looked at me like, what? Like, you gonna stick with that? All right. Hey, get him out of here. Just remember like it was just yesterday. My jefita comes in. Boom, she comes in. Remember talking to her, and I give her my phone. They at least let me give her my phone. Boom, I like give her my phone. Just give her a hug, like, boom, I love you. I had already had that conversation with her, letting her know that I did do that. So we both knew what time it was. She had already had one of her, like, close friend talk to a lawyer and all that, you feel me? So just gave her a hug. Boom. Detective just left. My mom left. Boom, they take me in the cop car, put me in the back. I just remember as we're walking to the car, the Jura, it was some raza dude too, last name Estrada. I just remember he was like 39 years, bro, or 29 years, or like 39 years, 30 years. He said something like that, like 30 years, bro, like that's a long time. Like, that's how long you're gonna be away from society. Like, man, just pretty much telling me, like, I ain't gonna never see the light of day again. Like, 30 years, bro. Like, whoa, whoa. Like, I don't know if he was trying to intimidate me or what. But boom, just remember, I'm driving, like, down the street. I think we're driving down La Brea, because that's the street. Yup, we're driving down La Brea. Right? I think we caught the freeway more up on La Brea. So we're going down La Brea, like, to the north. And we're on La Brea and Centinela. Tell me why I see my sister in her car going to work. And I'm in the back of the cop car. Literally in the back of the cop car. Waiting at the light. We're waiting at the light going up on La Brea. She's coming down Centinela going up, going to work. I believe at the time, was she working at Costco already? No, she was working at the bridge. She was working at the movie theater at the bridge, because I had even got a job there. I had got a job at the bridge, but I wasn't going to school. They needed a school permit and stuff, so that's why I never started working there. But she was on her way to the bridge. Just remember, like, damn, I just had that conversation with her. You feel me? Like, so y'all just be careful. The reason I wanted to point out this story right here is just be careful what you wish for. You feel me? Like, and just don't let anger and stuff like that, like, don't let it cloud your judgment. Don't let it cloud what you say, the way you interact with people, because you never know. What if I would have never made it home? You feel me? Like, that was our last interaction. You feel me? Us getting into it over some petty too. You feel me? But yeah, that's just a trip. So boom, now we go right there at East Lake. As soon as I walk in, I just remember, boom, they put me off the cop car. Walking in, there's some crowd of like three fools going in. I remember one of them's throwing up an L, and over here that means something else. So I just remember I'm on it, like, what's up? Ain't gonna lie, I'm scared. You know what I mean? I'm scared, but at the same time still pressing, like, what up? Like, boom. So I get in there. They talk to somebody, they put me in a little room to the side, hand them my property and stuff, and that was it. That was it. That was my journey, you feel me? That was my journey. Being right there in Sylmar, I mean not Sylmar, this was East Lake. Being right there at East Lake Juvenile Hall. Right there in the little holding tank in the beginning is just a room where the gang of chairs looked like a waiting room from a doctor's office. Just remember waiting right there. They called up my name, went up. They're like, where you from? So and so. Like, man, me not trying to incriminate myself. Like, well, what you mean? Like, I ain't from nowhere. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, straight up. So like, okay, boom, sit down. This is where y'all need a peep game too. The games that they play and how they get their information. Y'all be careful with inmate CIs. So boom, I sit down. Boom, they bring some fool in, right? He sits down across from me, and it's that fool that was throwing up the L. So boom, he sits across from me, he throws up L, like boom. Like what? Bang on him, like what is this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Flex up on him. Huh? No, you good. What? Alright, whatever. Get called up to the window again. Oh, so you're from so-and-so. Like, what you mean? Like, just heard the whole interaction. Sat down like, all right, whatever. Homeboy's still across from me. Boom, they open the door. He walks out. He's like, hey, yeah, man, all you got to do is program. Just follow instructions and you'll be good. Leaves. Like, what? Back then, I didn't really question it. Now, thinking back on it, like, man, they just put him in there to get a reaction, to see where I was from. And that fool was working the whole time, working with him the whole time, you feel me? And I hear a lot of stories of not even only juveniles, of adults getting busted. They put them in a cell with somebody. They look the part, act the part and all that, but the whole time they're gathering information. So y'all be careful, man. Be careful with, I believe they call it the, let me see. There's a certain name for it and I'm gonna look it up. Shout out Nicholas Rosenberg, man. He's a big advocator for this one right here. I think it's the Alfred's plea. Alfred's Act, something like that. Yeah, not coming up. But yeah, man, y'all be careful with the inmate CIs. They put inmates like that in your cell just to hear what you say. So y'all be careful with that, man. I'm gonna end it off here, and then I'm gonna pick up the next one. My first day in East Lake. First time getting tested, so on and so forth, man. If y'all rocking with this series, let me know in the comments down below. With that being said, man, yeah.
Good old